Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Follow Up Friday. Every Friday, I come on live, most Fridays, and share a tip that you can implement right away for that week so that you can enroll more clients and grow your business. So today I'm going to be talking about a very important topic. So I have a question for you. Are you following up with people after your speaking engagements or trainings or presentations or webinars? Most people are not. So that's what we're talking about today. Because if you are not following up after these speaking engagements, you are leaving so much money on the table. So today I'm going to share 3 steps that you can take to follow up with people after any speaking engagement that you do, so you can connect more deeply with people who are attending the event and enroll more ideal clients, right? How does that sound? Good? All right, so please feel free to share this video with any entrepreneur who you feel could benefit from what I'm sharing today. Please share the love. So you can tag them down below or forward it to them, or let them know that every Friday I come on live. Usually I'm in my community, my Facebook community, but something was messed up with Facebook today, so I'm on my timeline. And if you're watching this replay, don't be shy. Please comment down below. I'd love to know your takeaways, your insights, your ahas, and any questions that you have. I will come back in at wherever you're seeing this, whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook, on my business page or in the community or my timeline. I will go check out all these places and respond to your questions, okay? So if you're new to my world, I'm Debbie Hoffman. I am a sales and follow-up coach. I work closely with heart-centered coaches, consultants, network marketers, all sorts of entrepreneurs who are letting potential clients and income slip through the cracks because they don't have a reliable sales and follow-up system in place. So I work closely with you to create a step-by-step system so you know what to do and what to say at every step of the process, and ultimately have more ideal clients saying yes to you on a consistent basis. So consistently enrolling more clients, right? It's all about the follow-up and sales process. Okay, so here we go. So the problem is that what I'm seeing is that entrepreneurs show up at a speaking event, a presentation, a training, or they do their own webinars, and whoever signs up for what they offer at the event, that's it, and they're not following up afterwards. And I'll share some stories with you in a minute about the results I've had from following up with people. All right, so the first step is to get an assessment tool. This is a very short, like a quiz that you send out to your audience. So if you're doing a webinar, you would put the link in the email inviting them to come to the webinar. You could also put it in the congratulations pop-up page that comes up once they register. And you can also put it in the email that they get confirming that they registered, with the Zoom link. And what you want to say is, please let me explain what it is first. So they assess themselves on all the skills that you teach your clients. So they're self-evaluating, and you get to see where they're struggling, so you know what areas to focus on the most during the presentation or interview or speaking gig, whatever it is that you're doing. So you can actually craft the talk, the training to people's needs, and people really feel heard and seen, and that you really took the time to look at the results and create content that would best serve them. Now, when someone is hosting your talk, if you're speaking in a networking event or on someone's stage or wherever you're speaking, it's not you hosting your own event, but someone else is hosting you. Ask them to send out a brief paragraph, and you'll give them the language to ask people to take this quiz, the assessment, before your training. And again, they'll say, so that Debbie can better serve you during our time together. This tool has been a game changer for me. So quick story, I just did my launch in April for my Power Up Your Sales program. And I had a lot of people that showed up for the webinar. A bunch of people signed up for the program during the webinar, but there were a lot of people who didn't. But in the assessment, they have to fill in their phone number. And I'm looking at all their skills and where they're struggling the most. I'm able to call them. I was able to call them and ask them what their biggest takeaways, ahas, insights were, and I'll go into that more in a minute. And then I'm looking at the assessment, and I'm bringing up these issues that they said they had, okay? And that is huge because they self-assess themselves, and now you're bringing it up and bringing it into the forefront of their awareness. So it's an amazing tool. The link for this is tinyurl.com/DAH Magpie. And it's DAHMAGPAI. We'll post it here down below wherever you're seeing this later. So that's step one. It's a game changer. Oh, so what happened, I didn't finish the story. So what happened is that I called a bunch of people, and I doubled the number of people who enrolled in the program by calling them because of the assessment. And my conversion was probably like 95, 98%. There were 2 people that didn't sign up for this program, but they want to sign up for my October program. So incredible results from that. So that's step one. Step two is I highly recommend you have a VA, a friend, a colleague, somebody on the call with you to check off who attended the speaking event live. So first you have to have a spreadsheet generated from your email marketing system. So I use Infusionsoft, and you can create a report of everybody who registered. And then you have a column in the left where the assistant, your VA, will put an X if they showed up, right? And then have them keep track of every comment they make in the chat, any question that they ask. You want them to keep track of the people who are really engaged, okay? So they can copy and paste from the chat only the things that are relevant. But if somebody's really engaged and asking a lot of questions, you want to call them first, okay? And then when you call them, ask them what their biggest takeaway, aha, insight was. That's how you start the conversation. And then say, hey, I'm just curious, are you considering joining the program, whatever you offer? Because I noticed that you're really struggling with referrals, or you really don't have any systems in place, or you're really not prepared and like kind of floundering around in your business. Like I have 4 different topics in the assessment, and I take a look at their scores. And it's a very, very powerful conversation. So highly, highly recommend. Check out Magpie. They have a really great affordable package. You also have a free trial, I think for 14 days, 7 or 14 days. But all of my clients who've gotten the assessment say it's an absolute game changer. You can also use it, send it out to people before you meet with them for a discovery session, or whatever your enrollment conversation is that you have with somebody who's interested in working with you. That way you know so much about them. Also, there's a section for commitment. Are they committed to putting in the time and energy and resources? So if somebody's not committed to investing, I won't do the discovery session with them because it will be a waste of time, okay? So that's the second step to do. Have that spreadsheet created, have somebody on with you, keeping notes and writing down everything in there that people say, all the engagement, okay? The third step you can take is there are people who registered for your webinar or your speaking engagement, whatever it is, and they didn't show up, right? Show up rates are maybe 25, 30%. So most people don't even reach out to those folks. But if you had the assessment and these people filled it out and you have their phone number, you can reach out to them and say, sorry, I missed you. I saw that you registered for my blah, blah, blah presentation, wasn't able to show up. Just want to give you a heads up that the replay or the recording is going out today or tomorrow, whenever you're sending it out. Please check it out because I offered a very special, made a special invitation to join my Power Up Your Sales program. And then I'll tell them just a little bit about it. Please let me know if you'd like to have a conversation about the program to see if it would be a good fit for you. If you're struggling enrolling clients consistently, and you're feeling disorganized and scattered and wasting a lot of time in your business, I'd love to connect with you to see if this program would be a good fit. Okay, so the first step is get the assessment tool and send it out before your speaking engagement. The second step is to have an assistant on with you, create the spreadsheet in advance. My assistant does that for me. Have them check off who attended live and take notes on everything they said or did, any questions that they asked live or in the chat. And then the next step is to call the people who didn't show up, but they registered. Most people I know, whoever signs up during the call, that's it. They never follow up with anybody. And people want connection. They want to know that you care about them, that they're not just another number or another, name who shows up on the screen, right? You want to let people know you care. And every person who I called thanked me for following up with them. And they said nobody ever calls them. Like it made their day, some of them said. That's how powerful it is. So yes, you want to send emails out, and email marketing is a really big, important part of your business, but you need to be reaching out to people in person to let them know you really care, because most people are not doing that. So I'd love you to be in touch with me and let me know what happens when you start taking these steps, because you will see things totally turn around. Don't expect to show up at a webinar that you're hosting for your, self, or to show up to these speaking engagements and just make an offer and expect people to sign up on the spot. Some people will, but not everybody will. Okay, so my invitation to you is to check out the Magpie assessment tool. Go to tinyurl.com/DAHMAGPAI, Magpie, tinyurl.com/DAH Okay, so please let me know any topics that you want me to cover. I come on every week, most of the time, unless I'm on vacation. And what topics do you want me to talk about? What would really help and support you? Like, I'm totally here for you to help you to grow your business. So every Friday, I'm coming on at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'll be going live in my timeline or in my Power Up Your Follow-Up community. I also broadcast this on a new social media platform called Be Connected, and I'll put that link down below as well. And you can join Be Connected for free and listen to lots of presentations for free. And then if you want to connect and network with people, you can join, and there's a nominal fee for it. It's really a fabulous platform. I hope this provided value for you. Again, please post below your comments, your takeaways, your ahas, your insights, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Follow Up Friday. Bye for now.